Salut everyone, c'est moi, Elizabeth, and in this video I am going to be reacting to Amberlynn Reid. On Amber's Instagram last night, I saw that she had made a post asking, what kind of videos would you like me to react to, or something like that. And there were a few responses, and one response said, I'd like you to react to one of your old videos. And she had answered, I was hoping you would say that. And there were some others saying, you need to react to the what I ate today on vacation, where you deep-throated the chicken. So, but according to what I saw in the thumbnail, it looks like she's going to be reacting, and also according to her title, she's going to be reacting to herself, one of her old videos, and I'm actually really excited to see which one she may have picked and just what kind of reaction we're going to be getting out of our girl. What I'm going to be interested in seeing is if she learns anything, is what I'm really curious for. So once we get an idea of what videos she picked, then we may have some inkling as to what we may be in for. Because if she picked one of her old, weight loss content videos, then I'm really interested to hear what her commentary is going to be. So let's get into this. Amber Reid reacting to Amberlynn Reid.
Hey guys, so I'm gonna do a reaction video to one of my older videos.
I'm here for
I
it.
actually have been watching a lot of reaction channels lately. I'm gonna be one to admit that because I am genuinely curious what people are thinking about my progress and stuff like that. And there is a reaction channel who's also on a weight loss journey that you guys probably know about. And she uploaded a video today reacting to one of my very old videos. And
who was this?
Instead of me watching it, I figured I should react to the same video. So yes, I am copying her. So I figured...
That's cool, but I'll be honest, I want to know who she's talking about. Last time she was making a reference to a reaction channel, it was Cherry Berry Weight Loss. With this one, I'm trying to think who has reacted to an old video recently, and she said she, didn't she? So it was a female. So someone who recently did a retro react. The only one that comes to mind is Respectfully Sarcastic, but I don't know if she's done one recently, so I'm not sure. Huh. I will definitely want to look into this just to double check, because that's the only one I can think of that may have done a retro react recently was maybe Respectfully Sarcastic.
Let's do this. I don't even know how this works. I hope I do this right. Let's just...
Well, let's see if you figured it out.
So this is weight loss tag January 2014. So this was 6 years ago.
Weight loss tag January 2014. Holy. Wow. We are going back in time, guys. Going back in time. Okay.
I uploaded on January 8th, 2014 to be exact. Okay, let's do this.
Yes, let's. I'm excited.
Oh god, I should have worn makeup. Hey everybody, so I'm gonna be doing a weight loss tag. There are 14 questions. Already, first thing I could say is my hair is so much thicker here. Wow.
Yeah, you had very nice hair. And I would also like to point out, you're so soft-spoken. This is when we had soft-spoken Lynn. Sweet Lynn. So, this should be interesting.
I have not read any of the questions yet, so they're going to be all a surprise, and I'm going to be answering them as fast as I could, as fast as I can, so this isn't like a long video.
I'm proud that she figured out how to do the in-screen reaction format.
Too low, it's because my girlfriend's parents are sleeping in the other room and I don't want to be too loud.
Oh yeah, that's why she was always kind of soft-spoken.
Always say like, why is your voice so different compared to back in the day when you first heard YouTube? And it's because when I first started YouTube, I lived with my girlfriend and her parents, and I was very shy to do YouTube. And her dad's computer was always in the room. Well, it was a hallway right next to my room where I would film a lot. And I never wanted them to hear me. Plus, I was nervous. It was like a mixture of a lot of things, but I still had the same voice that I do now off of camera.
So, here we go. The first question is, when did you start to gain weight? Whenever I watch these tags, I hear people say how there was like a certain, time when they started gaining weight, but not for me. I was a chubby baby.
I was.
And I started becoming obese when I was like 8. The lowest weight I can remember being is 290, and that was the age
Mine was about
of
the time
11.
I hit puberty.
So
That's when I
got put on
really
Weight
started
Watchers
gaining
for the
weight.
first time.
that's just bad. What was your heaviest weight? My heaviest known
420.
weight is 420 pounds.
Which is so freaking hard to
Wow.
wrap my head around because
She was 420 in 2014. Wow. And I don't think I've seen this video that she's reacting to, so wow. Just the thought of how things can go, how things can change.
now 572.4. I wish I can go back and shake myself.
My heaviest is 273.
I'm more than positive it was higher than that at one point, but that is the weight I always say as my heaviest weight is 420 pounds. What diets have you been on? I have done Weight Watchers several times.
Several more now.
It works, it honestly does, but I get bored with it and I end up stopping or quitting. And I've counted calories. I've done 1,200, I've done 2,200. I'm currently doing 1,800 and it's working.
It's so weird that then I was doing, my face looks so weird like this. You guys are gonna see all kinds of weirdness.
Your skin looks kind
so
of
weird that I was
red.
doing 1,800 calories here because right now I'm eating less than that in a day, and I weighed a lot less here. Like I was in the 300s. And I do want to say that outfit, I would never wear that now. I'm not hating on my past self. It's just I do not like that necklace at all.
Magnificently. And I use my Fitness Pal, and that's about all. I have really never done any fad dieting. That's not really my
But
thing.
Octavia though,
Next question
At
is,
least you
is
admit
your
it.
goal a number size or a goal on the scale? My goal is a number on the scale. I want to say my overall goal is 230 pounds. I know people who are that weight and they want to lose weight, and it makes me rethink things. Is 230 still too big?
230.
Well, that just depends upon your body type, size, your height. There are a lot of factors that key into what would classify you as overweight, obese, and the like. I always thought I was just simply overweight for my size, for my height, but no, I'm actually obese. So that opened my eyes pretty wide when that was presented to me that I was actually worse off than I thought I was.
How weird. I don't remember that ever being my goal, because my goal now is 60 pounds lighter than that. I want to be 170, which I feel like is never gonna happen. But
It can happen, girl. It can happen.
that's like really weird. 230.
I don't know, but if I was ever 230, I'd feel amazing.
I would feel amazing
I'm currently 369.
now. 369.
So even thinking about being in the 200s sounds...
Okay, so she's 369 at the time that this video was filmed, and her heaviest was 422. Wow. And skip forward to the present where her heaviest was 572.4 and she is currently down to 503 503 I believe from Wednesday weigh-in. So, wow. Amber, I hope you're getting some perspective from this. This is going to teach you something. I hope.
Absolutely incredible. Like, you have no idea. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is salmon. Cooked salmon, not raw.
Oh, salmon.
Which is no longer my favorite food. My favorite food is samosas. It's an Indian food. It's so good.
What is your favorite?
Or Samoa? Wait, hold on.
Now?
Is it a Samoa? Okay,
Samosas,
I don't know
hon.
anymore.
Samosas.
What is your favorite? I don't know what that means. Is that still what is my favorite food? If so, it's salmon. I don't know if that's like asking what was my favorite food, like bad food, and then what is my favorite food now that I'm on a diet. I don't know. Either way, my favorite food is salmon. It is delicious. What food?
She's so cute in this
up?
video.
I will not give up anything. I believe in moderation.
Queen of moderation
I do
was
not
even there
deprive
back then.
myself, because
Moderation is important, but you got to do it right.
Binge. That is what makes me feel like I am closed in a cage. I still have sweets every single day, and I am still losing weight every single day.
I did.
I'm a lot healthier now, though. I'm eating a lot more healthier foods, but I do still eat what I want. I just...
No comment there about how I still eat what I want. It's a little difficult because I want to pay attention to what is happening in the old video, but I'm also trying to pay attention to Amber's facial expressions in her reaction because I want to see her reaction to the things that she said all those years ago and how that compares to where she is now. I want to see if she is truly grasping what's potentially at stake here and where she was, where she came from, where she is now, and what she has to work towards.
I think this was my downfall, to be honest, because before I started YouTube, I reached 331, which was my lowest, which is when I lost the 89 pounds, and I didn't allow myself sweets, nothing. I was very strict when I lost the 89 pounds, and then I ended up gaining, it was about 40, 45, something like that, and eventually I was like, okay, let's start a YouTube channel, let's change my diet completely, and that's when I allowed myself sweets and, you know, those type of snacks and stuff, and from that point on, you know, I reached 572.4. So in that moment, I wish I wouldn't have done that to myself.
So what are you doing now?
You know, there's just a lot of things I look back at now and be like, okay, so that was my downfall.
So what are you doing now to correct it? That's the question. You're making progress, but you got to keep making progress.
I can't imagine ever depriving myself because it just does not work for me.
I think I was making excuses.
Yeah, so
very, very good. Very good. Y'all, I have hope for this woman. I have hope for this woman because I want her to see for herself and truly come to the realization of how she was lying to herself, she was deluding herself. I mean, I think it's great that she is coming to these realizations. I want her to keep at it. I still really think she should be talking this over with a therapist because that would just make it that much more stronger, I think. Because doing this on her own, it's going to be so tough. And she is going to hit those points where she gets overwhelmed, she gets depressed, she'll find a reason to quit, she'll find a reason to start over again, she'll find a reason that this isn't working for me and I have to do something different. And oh, girl, you've got such a long way to go.
I don't give up anything. How do you reward your accomplishments? I do not reward myself because I have nothing to give myself, really. I mean, I'm proud of what I do. I'm normally not really proud of myself, but lately I have been, and I mean, that could be in a reward, me being proud of myself, because I really never am. But lately I really am, and I'm very happy with where I'm at right now and how well I'm doing, and I hope more than anything my mind frame stays like this, because it feels great to be back on track again. What will you do at goal? I'm assuming that is what will you do when you're at your goal weight. My goal weight is 230. I have no idea what I'll do. I'll probably pass out. So if you're around me, please have 911 available. Totally joking. I don't know what I'll do.
She was so
I
cute.
hope more than anything that I'm not the only one that's proud. I hope that people around me are proud. And
Again, I wasn't watching her in 2014, so I don't know all the backstory with Amber. I'm assuming this is back when maybe she was more the nice girl, I guess you could say, or the less of a drama involved girl when she was on YouTube at this point in time. When she had the support of her audience, and there were people rooting for her left and right. I'm assuming this is the time frame when that was still a thing, that she hadn't quite yet accumulated the haters and the hater nation. So it's interesting to see this side of Amber. Wow.
even my mini goal of 299 pounds, I hope people ravish in my accomplishments. I really do. I'm ravish in my accomplishments. I don't know if that makes sense, but
No.
I get what I'm saying there, because I feel the same way. Like, it's nice to have people like feel proud of you, because some things in life are just like really hard to do. And I know that losing weight then and now was just like a big thing, you know, in my life. And to be able to accomplish that, I wanted people to,
You want validation from
really
others.
just be proud, obviously. And
Uh-huh.
I want that now too.
I really don't like to be
I'm sorry, I keep stopping it. You have to be proud for yourself, hon. You cannot constantly seek out validation from others, especially not YouTube, because there are gonna be people who will leave you mean comments, hateful comments, who will point out all of your faults, who will do whatever they can to bring you down, because that's just what they do and that's just what they want to do. And you've got to deal with that. But this constant need for validation from outside sources, that needs to stop. Because when you let your head get so full of these negating experiences that people keep shoving in your face, and all these negative comments and hurtful remarks, and so on and so forth, you have got to figure out a way to push that away and focus on the positive, because there are plenty of positive, but what you focus on is the negative. And when you don't feel like you're getting enough positive, then you want to come at us, well, why aren't you guys proud of me? I did A, B, and C. Well, hon, that shouldn't matter. Be proud for yourself. Oh. That's why you need to talk to a therapist. You need that impartial third party who you can vent to, talk to, share strategies with, get strategies from, on how to deal with the negative, how to deal with any hateful interactions that you receive, how to focus on the good, focus on the positive. I mean, life is gonna throw lemons at you whether you want them to or not. That's just how it is. But there are ways to deal with it, and there are ways in which to accept that there's going to be harsh times. There's going to be ugliness. There's going to be darkness. There's going to be all kinds of things. But you can work through them to get to the good, to get to the positive, and to get to what's going to keep pushing you forward.
Like center of attention, but I want everybody to be proud of me when that happens, because honestly,
I want everybody to be proud of me.
I can't imagine being in the
That hasn't
200s so
changed.
once I am,
From 2014 to now, that has not
I just want like a
changed.
celebration with words and congratulations, honestly. I
Right.
know that sounds selfish, but I just...
No, it just means you want validation from other
I'm
people.
Sure you guys understand what I'm talking about.
Everyone wants to be congratulated on hard work that they put in. I guess that's why I was so just like really wanting that then.
You want it now, hon. You still want it.
What are you following now?
I think you're getting
I'm
it
doing
more,
my FitnessPal, and I'm eating
but maybe not as
1,800
much as you'd like to.
Favorite body part?
What?
My hair.
I guess my hair or my eyes when
My
I have
hair.
makeup on, because right now I'm looking quite scary. I should have put makeup on. I'm a
Oh, I think you're
young.
cute. You look
But I
cute.
didn't feel like putting makeup on. I don't wear makeup every single day, but I do wear makeup every single time I leave this house, because I do not like how my eyes look without makeup. But
Yeah, I used to never leave the house without makeup on. It was very weird, and now I don't care.
that's just how it is. What are your non-scale goals? I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I feel like more than anything, I just want to be able to walk up and down the stairs, or mainly up the stairs, without feeling completely like I'm about to die. No, I don't feel that bad, but I get out of breath way too easily, and I just don't want that. I know once I lose even 30 more pounds that, that won't happen as often.
That's hard to watch, because I remember how I felt walking up and down the stairs when I lived there. It was not that bad, like at all. Thinking about it now that would be bad. So it's crazy how I just felt so fat there. I felt so unhealthy. I felt so winded, and I felt all these things that it's not even like real. I mean, to me then that was my worst, and I felt miserable, like death, whatever, but it's like that girl there had no idea how this girl now would feel. And it's like I didn't know anything worse then. So it felt like the end of the world. It was weird.
Because
Maybe
it's
she's finally
really
getting it.
embarrassing more than anything, and it just shows how unhealthy I am, and I really don't like that. So that is one of my main goals, I guess you can call it, is to not just be so out of breath. It's just bad. It's just not.
It wasn't
cute.
even that bad.
What makes losing weight hard for you? I'm a food addict. I'm not afraid to admit that. I come from a family of addicts, but different type of addicts. My parents both do drugs, and I was put into foster care at a very young age, and I turned to food, and I became addicted to it, and it became my best friend. It became my go-to. It became my medicine.
Wow.
It made me feel good when I wasn't feeling good. And if you're like that for 22 years, how do you stop doing what you know so well? I have so many triggers. I have, it's hard for me. Diets and weight loss, it's just hard. It really, truly is, because any little thing could set me back. I'm just at a loss for words at how much food has pretty much, made me who I am today. I mean, I don't really want to get into it too much, but I'm a food addict, and it's embarrassing to say, and it's not an excuse. I truly, really am, and I am trying my hardest not to turn to food when I'm feeling sad, because that is what made me morbidly obese, and I just don't want to be that person anymore. I just can't be. It's unhealthy. It's bad.
Wow. That, I mean, I see Amber here tearing up too, and I'll be honest, I'm getting a little teary eyed myself. That was very revealing. Um, for her to have that kind of, I guess, realization that early back in 2014, but yet still, all the way through to, toward the tail end of 2019, the path of destruction that she followed and where she ended up. Wow. And again, I really hope Amber's learning something from this, that she has a takeaway from looking at her past self and what she has come to be in the here and now.
Right? It's just, I let myself down. I let her down. And it's like so crazy because I want to hug her, but I am her. Like, I just seem like a completely different person. Like, this is surreal. Like,
It can be
that's one of the
eye-opening.
reasons why I'm so glad that I started YouTube, and I can go back and watch things like this, and I hope one day I can go back and, watch this video and see how far I've come. And
I hope you
it
can
just
too.
sucks, and it's also scary because the unknown, because even here in the video I'm reacting to, I thought the same thing. I thought, I cannot wait to come back to this video and watch how far I've come. It's just the future is so
And
unknown,
I need to
and
find
it's so
alternatives
terrifying.
to food when I'm feeling down, because this I'm just gonna get more and more unhealthy if I continue being the way I was for those 22 years. And it's that simple, and that is what makes weight loss hard for me. The last question is, would you ever consider weight loss surgery? Whenever I'd visit my mom, because I have not lived with her in a very long time, and whenever we'd see each other and we'd talk about my weight, she'd always bring up gastric bypass surgery, and she really truly believed that that was what I should do and the best, for me. It's not that she didn't believe in me, it's just that that's just always where her mind went. And about, a year and a half ago, I found out that I had gallstones, and that the surgery to get my gallbladder removed would be, how would I put it? The surgeon told me that I am at risk because of how big I am.
Right, yeah.
And he suggested that I get gastric bypass surgery, and for a minute there I was like, that might be my only option. But
I notice in this video, and I think during these times, I was a much more, how do I word it, maybe understanding person, because I remember that visit very well, and the surgeon was actually really rude to me, and it's something I talk about still to this day, because I had told him that I lost 60 pounds.
Was
in
he
like
rude or
5
was he
months,
blunt?
he was saying how it wasn't good enough and how I could do better with gastric bypass, and I just think it's eye-opening that I didn't mention it in this video, because knowing me now, I would have, and I probably would have tore him apart, because I probably would have been thinking, wow, he doesn't think that I did really good. Like, I feel like my mind now is so warped, and I don't know if it's with age because I'm almost 30 or what it is, but it's just so crazy to me that here I didn't even think of mentioning that visit like broke me, and I felt miserable afterwards. And I almost want to take my younger self's, advice and just stop reading into things so much. Maybe I think that's like my issue, is I read into things too much, and then I worry about them for too long.
Well, you tend to obsess.
To be honest with you, I don't think I'd ever get it. If you have it, I am like proud that you're not so fearful of it, because I'm fearful of surgeries, and on top of that I am fearful of what might happen if I ever get a weight loss surgery. I
still
feel
feel
like
that way
if I
now.
was to do this, I want to do it myself.
Yeah, it could be scary.
Only because I feel like in a way it's easier. Those people who get surgery, I am so amazed at the power that they have to do that, because I feel like getting surgery might be the harder route, and I am like amazed at people who do that. I know a lot of people who do that, and it's to each their own. And no matter how you lose weight, though, it's hard. It really is. But
it's hard work.
With surgery, I feel like the only surgery that I'll be like hell yes for is to remove my extra skin once I have it.
I was so worried about that back then. That was my big worry, was extra skin, and it's like so annoying now, because it's like if I would have just lost the weight then, I wouldn't have had as much extra skin, because A, I was younger.
True.
B, I wasn't as big as I am now. C, I didn't have lymphedema.
But
D,
that was
I was
then.
a lot healthier to go under for surgery.
Yeah.
And I have so
But that was then. You can't live in the past.
It is unbelievable. Like, watching this, like, tears me apart. It's very rare that I go back and watch videos this old. I go back and watch videos from like a year ago or 2 or 3, but this old, it is hard to watch.
Well, this may have done you some good.
I don't have insurance, I don't have income, so I have no money, but I'm hoping one day, if I have, I know I'm going to have
maybe this will
extra
do her
skins.
some
I'm
good,
hoping
guys.
one day,
It'll really give her some
down
perspective.
the line, I can, have a job and save money.
I just hope
and
she doesn't try to
be
live in the
able to,
past, because that is
I do
going to
feel
derail
blessed
her.
now, because I didn't have money at all back then. I was very, very grateful for my girlfriend's parents and the roof that they gave me over my head, and just how generous and sweet and kind they were and everything they helped me with. And it's very nice to know that I do have the money saved now for when that time comes, if that time comes. And I really hope that it does, because
I hope it does too.
I want a better future for myself. I'm going to be 30 this year.
We all do, hon.
It's terrifying, honestly.
That surgery, but weight loss surgery, no, I'd never get it. I do want to do this myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry it ran a little longer than I thought it would be. But if you're watching this, I tag you, and yeah, so if you guys do this, please let me know down in the comments, because I'd love to watch it. And I think that's it. So just again, thank you for watching. And if you're not subscribing, subscribe. And if you like this video,
okay, I was gonna quote my little
Bye.
quote, because I used to say, and if you're not smiling, smile. Bye. Like, when I first started YouTube, I would do that a lot. Wow. Okay, so
What'd you learn?
she said that if you're watching this, I tag you. So I might in the future have to redo that tag. That was so surreal to watch. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I feel kind of speechless. I am going to end this video. I really hope this actually worked. And if it did, then let me know if there are
My
any
question
other videos
is,
that
did
you
it
guys
work
want me
for
to react
you?
to. I'm not really like a reaction
Did
channel.
you
I'm not really
learn
good at
something?
reacting, but just wanted to try something different. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Okay, so, all right. I am glad that she did that, because when I first saw her post on Instagram, my initial feeling was that she was going to do another reaction to a reaction. So she was going to do another video like what she did to Zachary Michael. So she might pick one from Callie or from another reactor and react to it. That's what I thought she was initially going to do. And then when I saw in the Instagram story where someone had said, well, I'd like you to react to one of your old videos, and she had responded, I was hoping someone would say that. So I was intrigued to see, if she goes through with, dipping her toe into the reaction genre again, how's she going to go about doing it? Is she going to react to another reactor, or is she going to react to one of her own videos? So I find it interesting that she did proceed to react to one of her own videos, a very old video. But her just saying, I just want to try something different, want to try something new. No, I hope, and I can't be certain from what we saw in this video, but I hope that she learned something, that she gained some new perspective, and, in some way had a mental takeaway from what she saw in this video. Can't be certain because, she has a tendency to kind of use flippant language when it comes to things that are serious, but I still have hope. I have hope. And, seeing her old self, what her old self was going through, what her old self was doing, that could very well be beneficial. But yet again, I think this is something she should be discussing with a therapist. The journal keeping, the daily log, the daily weigh-ins, all the stuff she's doing in that little notebook of hers. Looking at her past self, seeing how far she's come. All of these things should really be discussed with a counselor, with a therapist, a psychologist, someone who is equipped to assist her in making that journey through her own self-discoveries. And again, someone who can provide her with strategies, with tools, with techniques, with, when this happens, do this. When the bad starts to get to be too much, this is what you do. This is how you handle it. I just wish she had that extra piece to add to the things that she's doing now. Because the way she obsesses over things, the way she becomes overwhelmed, she gets depressed, it all leads to the same place. It leads to her giving up. It leads to her going right back to where she started. And I don't want to see that for her. Because she is so, oh my gosh, you guys, she is so close to 400. I think all the reaction channels are going to be absolutely ecstatic. Hater Nation is going to celebrate when Amber hits 400, because that will be a milestone for her. And it'll be like, yes, she is doing it. She's getting it. She is moving forward. She is doing what we had hoped that she would do when we first found her. But, that little thought that keeps, biting at the back of my brain. She needs to talk to a therapist. She needs that other step. I feel like without it, she's going to eventually flounder. She may be able to keep going strong as she is going for the time being. But in the foreseeable future, and I can't say how long I think that would be, possibly maybe as short as a month, possibly as long as several months. But in the foreseeable future, I see her getting overwhelmed, getting depressed, feeling like there's no hope, nowhere to turn, nothing she can do, and she'll give up. And I don't want to see that for her. So that is the one thing I really, really wish she would do, is seek out a counselor or seek out an Overeaters Anonymous support group, something where she can feel supported, but possibly, quote unquote, validated, and she can get the support and the strategies and the tools that she needs to see this journey through to the end. Well, guys, that's going to do it for me in this video. I was really excited to see what this video was going to bring, what we were going to see. So I still got hope. Still got hope. I don't know about Chantal. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop for Chantal. We'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, my reactions, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you'll find my links for both Twitter and Instagram in the description box below. Thanks again so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next time. A bientôt.